Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advanced Paralegal Certificate Course Informational Webinar from CLS by BARBRI. We'll get started here in just a minute to allow everyone time to join us. Our webinar today will start with a presentation from our Business Development Director, Stephanie Elio. And following the presentation, we'll be here for about 15 minutes to answer your questions. So please be sure to drop them in the Q&A feature below, and either one of our enrollment counselors working in the background here will answer you directly, or we'll address it during the live Q&A. So with that, I'm going to introduce Stephanie from CLS, who will get our presentation started today. Take it away, Stephanie.
Welcome all, and thank you so much for joining us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the agenda for today's presentation. We are going to set some ground rules really quick. Everybody took time out of their day to be here for the same reason, and that is to learn about the Advanced Paralegal Certificate course. So as Emily mentioned, we do have some of our enrollment counselors in the background that are manning the Q&A feature. When you submit questions, please make the content relevant and kind. Anyone that's not may be asked to leave, but we would certainly like you all to stay to the end. We're going to talk about who CLS by BARBRI actually is. We'll talk about how the instruction works, how it's delivered, instructor and peer interaction that's available through our online portal. The course topics available in our advanced program, how you earn that certificate of completion, a little bit about our digital badging program, the schools that we work with, and how that CLS college university partnership really works, what the cost and tuition, materials, books, things like that are, and how to register. And then, as mentioned, we will have that Q&A at the end. So if we're not able to answer your question throughout the presentation, go ahead and submit it, and we'll hopefully be able to get to it live. CLS by BARBRI. We are formally known as, if you've been around a while, the Center for Legal Studies. We were actually founded in 1980. We're moving into our 42nd year of providing paralegal and legal support staff training. A couple of years ago, we joined BARBRI Global, and we couldn't be prouder to be part of the BARBRI family. BARBRI Global is the world leader in legal education, distant learning, training, certifications for legal content. And if you have never heard of BARBRI before, I guarantee you that your employers have. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. The reasons to enroll in this course, and any course we offer for that matter, is that we work really hard to make sure that the tuition is affordable. We've got a lot of payment options that we'll talk about. We deliver in flexible formats. Our online delivery is really designed for busy folks, people that have full-time jobs, families, lots of things on their schedule. The credibility of not only Center for Legal Studies, CLS, and the partnership with and connection with BARBRI is that you are going to walk out with a certificate, not just from a college or university from your area, but with our name as well. And when you get out to look for your next job, career change, a promotion, whatever it may be, they're going to recognize those names. All of our instructional staff is experienced. They are actually licensed attorneys that are working currently in the field. They've got teaching experience on top of that. And the professionals that are here at BARBRI to support you every step of the way, from the enrollment counselors to our operational and administrative teams. We have 15 different courses that we offer. Today, we're here to talk about the Advanced Paralegal Certificate. But if you visit our website, you may note that we've got a lot of other things available to you as well. For instance, the prerequisite to this program, which is our paralegal certificate, that gives students the basic core foundation of paralegal skills. We do software essentials training that really gives you hands-on training into the actual software systems used in the legal offices. We do legal investigation, legal secretary, all kinds of other courses, victim advocacy, alternative dispute resolution. You can view all of those directly on our website at www.legalstudies.com. People choose us because we are the training institute in the United States that specializes specifically in legal. That is all we do, and we do it very well. All of our courses, the content, the learning objectives that are presented within those courses are constantly updated. We do remain on pace with the current industry. So when you take one of our courses, you can be sure upon completion, you're ready to enter that next job. Let's dig a little deeper into the 100% online learning system. If this is your first visit to CLS and you haven't taken one of our courses before, then I want you to know that this online system is an asynchronous virtual classroom. Basically, what that means is that you're never required to be logged on at any particular time of day. Yes, the courses do have a set start and end date, but while your course is in session, you have 24/7 access to our system, which is on our servers. So really, all you need is internet access, no special software required, and you get a username and a password that's going to give you 24/7 access to that system. Instructors basically post what your written and reading assignments are on Monday morning. Deadlines are typically at the end of the week. So you're able to manage your own schedule. Our courses online contain video and printed tutorials to assist you. It really is very easy to use, and it's an interactive platform. There's email tools for communication, bulletin boards where you can communicate with classmates, all kinds of features to help you be successful in obtaining the skills that are taught within our programs. We do provide administrative and technical support for all of our students. And that really does start from day one with our enrollment counselors who will help answer questions for you before you register. Make sure that you're choosing the right course, that you understand the schedules, that you understand the process for delivery, that you're able to get your books and materials. Any questions you may have about the course, they will assist you through registration. Once you're a registered student, our administrative team will deliver your access to you via email. We've got program managers to assist you and technical support. So we are there to walk side by side with you as you take this journey in earning additional skills and preparing for the next career or increased job marketability and value. You know, the more skills you have, the more valuable you are to either your current employer or the next. The instructor and peer interaction. Like I mentioned, all of our courses are instructor led. You're not in this online class all by yourself. The instructor provides opportunities for you to communicate with classmates through the forums, discussion forums, and that built-in email tool. So the way the discussion forum works, if you haven't taken one of our classes before, is at the beginning of the week, the instructor will post a topic for discussion. It's posted, you as a student within that class will post your response. Once you've done so, you're able to see your classmates' responses as well. You are required to participate in that discussion. It does earn you points towards your final grade. But sometimes, you know, it's more than just a simple post. They turn into pretty dynamic discussions with your classmates. And so you may want to check back later in the week to see what other kind of conversations are going on. Sometimes it can turn into quite a long blog post that you can get quite engaged in. Those weekly assignment deadlines are really designed to keep you on track. This program, which we'll talk about all the different topics that you can take in the advanced program, there's 15 of them, 16 of them. Sorry about that. We added one this year. 16 topics, and to earn the certificate, you will take 6. Each one of those is a 7-week class. We'll talk more about schedule, but each week within that 7-week time frame, you will have assignments due. Again, I want to repeat, it's designed for busy learners. which means you can log on at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m., check in, do some assignments, then turn them in, maybe at lunchtime on your break, maybe after dinner at night in the evening is your preferred time to work, or the weekends. Whatever works for you as far as scheduling week to week is okay. You're in control of when you need to be logging into the system, getting the information, and doing it on a weekly basis. You can browse our website and see testimonials of students all over the place. As I mentioned, we're in our 42nd year. We teach nationwide with 100 to 200 college and universities every year. We have trained approximately 6,000 to 7,000 students per year. And those folks are just like you. They're coming here to quickly, affordably gain new skills that they can immediately take out into the workforce. And those students do report back. They write testimonials to share with you their insight, how they feel about the courses, the instructor, the CLS team. You can not only see those testimonials on our website, you can also go to our social media. Our Facebook page in particular has got an entire section of reviews that are all written by students just like you. The Advanced Paralegal Certificate. So I briefly mentioned there is a prerequisite to take this course. Now, advanced is exactly that. It means advanced. In taking these courses, there is a presumption that you have the core paralegal skills. You have that foundation. Now, you can accomplish that prerequisite multiple ways, either by taking our program, which is a 14-week online training program just like this that teaches all the core skills. You earn a paralegal certificate through that, and upon completion are eligible to take this program. That's not the only way to gain eligibility for this course. You could also have worked as a paralegal for 2 years in the world. You could have taken paralegal training elsewhere through someone else's program. Whatever the case may be for you personally, so long as you've got those core skills, you're prepared for this program. And the reason we say that is not because we want to deny anyone access to this program, it's because we want you to be successful. If you're going to spend the time and pay the tuition to take this course, we want you to do well. And it is advanced coursework. Why would you want to advance your education? You know, the US Department of Labor projects the number of paralegals is increasing 10% over the next 10 years. Advancing your skills makes you more valuable. You'll stand out in the field the more skills you have. The more skills you have, the more valuable you are, the more money you're eligible to make. Increasing your earning potential is key. Who doesn't want a better paycheck? Specializing in certain areas of the law, again, makes you more valuable. It will help you to develop professionally. You don't want to learn a set of skills and then stop learning. Continuing to learn helps you to grow in your career. These are the 16 topics available within the advanced program. You can find this list on our website. In fact, they're not only listed on our website, but you could actually see a syllabus for each individual topic and get into the nitty-gritty of exactly which learning objectives are presented in each course. Things like alternative dispute resolution, business law, criminal law, immigration law. I mentioned, the 15 or 16 topics. E-discovery is the 16th topic that we added in 2021 as an advanced topic. We also offer that course as a standalone certificate at CLS that you can take in 7 weeks. But if you're a student in the advanced paralegal certificate, you can take it as a specialized topic. Estate planning, family law, immigration law, the list is there. And we do encourage you to investigate all of them. One question that we frequently get is, if you're going to take 6 and you've got a year to do it, which we will repeat that time frame so everybody gets it. But frequently we're asked, do I have to choose all 6 right away? Not necessarily. You can make your decisions as you go. Students can complete their 6 topics in as little as 14 weeks. Do 3 in a session and 3 in the next session. Or they could take up to a year. And how you take those is flexible. CLS does its online training in 6 7-week sessions per year. Every single course that we offer is available every session. Every one of these topics is available every session. So if you sign up for the advanced program and you need to pick all 6, but you take, let's say, the first one, second one, and you want to change your schedule a little bit, or you want to change a topic and take something other than you initially had decided upon, you have that flexibility. You can always email our support team and they can switch up your schedule. They can switch up your topics. Getting started is really the most important thing. You do not have to have 100% of your plan in place. Knowing that you want to take this program, we welcome you. We will help get you started, and you can always have some flexibility to make some changes as you go. The overview. As we discussed, there is a prerequisite for this program, either having completed the CLS by BARBRI Paralegal Certificate course, or if you had taken our Paralegal Certificate prior to us joining BARBRI, it may have Center for Legal Studies, and that's perfectly fine. They're all the same program. They are all us, and it qualifies you for this. If you've worked as a paralegal, not a legal assistant, not a secretary, but in the capacity of a paralegal for 2 years, you're qualified for this program. If you have taken paralegal training elsewhere, earned a certificate, or completed a paralegal degree, you are eligible to take topics in this program. And let's repeat this because it's important. You can take those topics. You need 6, but you can take them 1, 2, or 3 at a time in a single 7-week session. You know, you can also skip a session. Take 2, skip a session, take 2 more. Take the summer off, take your last 3. Any way you want to do it, as long as you complete 6 within a 12-month period, and that clock starts ticking when you take the first one. You should plan approximately 8 to 12 hours per week for coursework. I've got a little gauge that is really helpful for students that have already taken our course, so they understand our schedule, the delivery, the engagement level that's required of them. There's a lot of reading in this program, so that takes time too. But if you took our paralegal certificate course, you're familiar with how we train. Then think back to what your experience was. If you scored 90 and above and your life was really manageable, you can probably handle 3 topics in a session very easily. If you were scoring in the 80 to 90 range and your life was getting pretty crazy and you were getting really stressed out, then I'd pare it back to no more than 2. If you were struggling to pass our first program and you were really tearing your hair out, life was so stressful, start off with 1. Then see how it goes. We can accelerate your schedule. We can stall your schedule. We can help you manage the course load to complete your final goal. Again, every one of these topics is available every session. We have 6 online sessions per year, and they are all 7 weeks each. You can, you will need to score 70% passing score on every assignment. So that is the policy for every course that CLS offers. If you're a new student joining us now, it is displayed in the syllabus for each course, and I encourage you to read that. But I'm going to give you a quick overview now. The reason everybody has to have 70% or better on every assignment, and there is no cumulative grading, because we're training you for the real world. You can't show up for a job being really good at some skills and not so good at others. You need to be competent in all skills. You need to be competent in all of those learning objectives. Therefore, we require a minimum of 70% passing score on every assignment that you do in any of our courses. And the advanced program is no exception. What happens if you don't pass an assignment? You get a 65 or a 50 or a 68. It doesn't mean that you bombed the program and you failed it. It means that you're going to get feedback from your instructor. They're going to point out to you what you got wrong, why you got it wrong. You'll be able to communicate in regards to that. Go back to the drawing board, restudy that learning objective, learn it, and retake that assignment. Either resubmit the test, the quiz, the writing assignment, whatever it may be, you will be given an opportunity to redo it. Bottom line, we want you to be successful. When you earn the certificate, we need it and you need it to represent that you've got this, that you are fully competent in all the skills that are trained for in this program. And again, the syllabi are listed on our website in complete form for every course we offer, including all 16 topics. Badging. Let's talk about this for a minute. We're going to talk about California in a second and how they're an exception. But this year we have grown considerably. And this new badging program is awesome for our advanced paralegal students. Previously, historically, advanced students needed to take all 6 topics to earn that advanced paralegal certificate. And there really was no documentation for you unless you completed all 6 topics. We've opened up the advanced program to students that want to take just 1, 2, 3, 4 topics. They may not necessarily want to complete the entire advanced program at this time, just do bits and pieces of it. And our badging program allows you to earn documentation for each and every topic that you take. The digital badges are issued by Credly. They are one of the top digital badging providers in the country. They are available for every single topic, as I mentioned, and they are shareable on social media, websites, email, most popularly on LinkedIn profiles. When you click into a digital badge, it doesn't just say you completed the course. It actually lists out all the learning objectives and the skills you've obtained by completing this course or each individual course. There's also job career opportunities that are listed within the Credly platform. So it's a real asset for you to have when you walk away from this. When you complete all 6, you would earn a actual paper document for advanced paralegal and a secondary badge for completion of all. But each individual topic now earns a badge, which frankly is pretty awesome. So you can earn those quickly and just beef up your employment profile very quickly. Let's talk about the California specialty. California is very special in regards to advanced paralegal. Originally, way back in the day, we actually designed the advanced paralegal program just for our California students. It is available nationwide, and approximately 50% of our students choose to pursue advanced coursework because they know it makes them more marketable, it makes them more valuable, and increases their earning potential. In California, you are actually required to take the paralegal certificate and the advanced paralegal if you're using this training to complete the educational requirements. California, if you're planning to continue living there, you plan to work in California, you must be in compliance with the California Business and Professional Code 6450, which dictates how many hours you must accumulate in substantive legal training. Our courses qualify as substantive legal training courses. It's a mouthful. So The paralegal certificate is going to give you the appropriate clock hours to work in any state in the country, except California. You'll still need that, but if you live in California, you have to take the entire advanced program to get the rest of the hours to be in compliance with this code. You still have the same time frame to complete. You can do it in as short as 14 weeks or as long as 12 months. That is your prerogative. If you're doing it in 14 weeks, which a lot of our California students want to knock it out quickly, they'll do 3 + 3, knock it out quick, be done, be ready to go to work. There are really no exceptions in that, other than you've taken another paralegal program and gotten that legal substantive coursework elsewhere. So if you're taking our programs to prepare for a new career, a career change, a promotion in a current career, you're going to need to have 24 semester units of substantive legal training. And the combination of paralegal and advanced will give you exactly that. How do you enroll in this course? You can go directly to our website. You can visit one of our college or university partners' sites. A few of them take registration themselves. This is an overview of some of our partners nationwide. CLS actually works with over 150 college and universities, all accredited institutions throughout the United States. It is most likely that we've got a school in your neck of the woods. There's only a very small handful of states where we are currently not present with partner institutions. If that is the case, for instance, maybe you reside in Nevada or Arkansas. Those are 2 states off the top of my head. We don't currently have a partner. Simply choose a neighboring state. You can find all of those schools on our website. Let's go back to that 1 second. My tech team there, thank you. You can find the school that's closest to you by just select your state on our Find a Course page on the website. It's right there when you open up the site or go through the course page. Either way, it's going to give you a list of schools. If you're on one of our partner schools websites, they'll have a link directly to a page where you can register on our website, or they'll allow you to do so on theirs. Either way, CLS by BARBRI is going to provide your training. The courses, the curriculum, the instructors, those all belong to CLS by BARBRI. The certificate you earn is coming from the school that you designate when you register. So the actual documentation is going to come from the school. The badge will be issued by CLS by BARBRI, but your certificate will come from the school. And I do want to repeat, because we get this question frequently, every school that we work with is an accredited institution. Okay. Now let's take a look at that tuition pricing. Here we go. So everything, tuition, registration, textbooks can all be purchased directly on our website at www.legalstudies.com. Tuition for the full advanced program is $3,300. That is $550 per topic. You can certainly register for topics one at a time as you go, or you can register for the program all at once. And then if you need some flexibility down the road to change a timing or a schedule, we will work with you to do that. There are different books required per topic. So in participating in this webinar today and watching this, you know there's 16 different topics. Out of those 16, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 topics that don't require a book at all. The content's uploaded. So your sole cost is the tuition, $550. There's a couple other topics that require some more expensive books. I believe advanced legal research, estate planning, those have maybe more than one book. But all of the rest of them, we use a nutshell series for individual topics. And I believe that book right now is $45, $50, and it's just one book that you need. Unlike the paralegal certificate where you were building a reference library and there were multiple books required. this is going to be a little less investment for you. Westlaw Access, that's access into the online law library system, which our paralegal students have already had exposure to in that program, is only required for advanced legal research. So out of the 16 topics that we offer, there's only one that requires a Westlaw subscription. Now, as a CLS student, you do have the opportunity to purchase a Westlaw subscription for 7 weeks at the student rate of $89. And you can do that so long as you're a registered student enrolled in a current course. And it would be a 7-week subscription, just like you had in paralegal, but that is a student rate that's only available to registered CLS students. So you must be enrolled in a course to get that rate. As far as this program, only one topic requires it, and that's advanced legal research. The advanced paralegal certificate participates in our payment options, just like all of our other courses. And that is 2 of our third-party vendors we work with, Affirm and PayPal. Affirm will allow you to break up payments into between 3 and 18 months, where you can have that broken out and pay over time. PayPal, we do either PayPal credit or a pay in 4 plan. Both of these are credit-based payment plans, but they accept a really wide range of credit. And we do encourage all students, if you're considering doing a payment plan, at least check it out, apply for it. It's not a hard hit on your credit. It's just a soft hit, so it's not going to ding you to at least investigate and see if you are a candidate for one of those. We may have some other payment options, vary by partner school. If that's something that you want to investigate, I encourage you to reach out to our enrollment counseling team. They are up to speed on anything that might be occurring for a particular school in your area, and they can answer any other questions you have along the way. How to enroll? Pretty easy. You can do it directly on our website at www.legalstudies.com. You can call our toll-free number to reach one of our enrollment counselors that I mentioned. They are staffed from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time at that 1-800-522-7737 number. We usually have anywhere from 5 to 10 people available on the phones at any given time, so they should be able to get to your call straight away. If not, you'll get a call back within 5 minutes. We're really pretty speedy when we're there. You can also send emails to info@legalstudies.com with either simple questions, a general inquiry. They'll send you information. We have just started in the last couple of months. We also have live chat on our website, which you can certainly do at any time. During regular business hours, if it's a question that our automated chatbot can't respond effectively to you, during normal business hours, you can escalate that to an enrollment counselor, and they'll be able to chat back and forth via text with you. So we have courses starting every 8 weeks. The next online course starts January 10th, 2022. Enrollment is open now. We have room for you. We'd love to have you join us. And I think at this point, let's go ahead and open the floor, Emily, for some questions and answers, Q&A.
Yes, thank you, Stephanie. So as we said, we're going to answer some of your questions here live. If you have a question, please put it in the Q&A and we'll either respond directly live on the webinar or one of our enrollment counselors will respond to you. And don't worry if we don't get to your question. Our enrollment counselors, just like Stephanie just said, are available via phone and email after this presentation. So we'll put that contact information up on the screen once again in a few minutes. Let's see, we got quite a few questions even prior to the webinar when everyone registered. So thank you for submitting those. A lot of people were asking about where to find a description of the day-to-day, what it looks like when what you're going to learn in each of these topics. So I just wanted to re-point out where you can find the syllabus for this course and all 16 of the advanced topics. If you want to learn more and dive individually into those, if you go to legalstudies.com, go to the About CLS section, and then click on Syllabi. You can see the syllabi for all courses that we offer, but then specifically if you select the Advanced Paralegal Certificate course, you can dive into that information there. Next question we received, Stephanie, can you explain a little further how students can receive assistance from their instructor as well as from CLS while they're taking the course?
Absolutely. Once you are a registered student and your course has begun, you would log into your course with the username and password that are assigned to you the day class starts. Within our online system, which we use Moodle, if you've ever taken an online course before, you may be familiar with Moodle already, or perhaps Blackboard, Canvas. Those are different learning management systems. We use Moodle. It's very user-friendly, very interactive, and our students really love it. So once you're logged in, you will see a welcome letter from the instructor. So you're going to know who's teaching your class. There are email tools that you can certainly submit questions to your instructor. Now, keep in mind, these instructors are working professionals. These are licensed attorneys who have a day-to-day job just like you do. They'll announce at the beginning of class when they keep regular office hours. So you'll know when you can get a more readied response, but otherwise, it may be a little bit of a delay. Maybe they're in court that day, maybe they've got something going on, but you should get a response within 24 to 48 hours. If it's an administrative thing or some other issue, we have not only are the enrollment counselors available to assist you every step of the way before you register, our support team is there to provide customer service, technical support, and administrative support to you once you become an enrolled student. So you can submit emails to support@legalstudies.com after you're registered. And, first point of contact would really be your instructor, and that's through the email tool within the online system. If you need to have additional one-on-one time with the instructor, you can request a meeting during their office hours. You may be able to attend Zoom webinars that some of our instructors hold, where there's a live time where the whole class joins for an hour at some designated time. They usually record those. So if it's something that conflicts with your personal schedule, you'd be able to watch that event later. But those tools exist within the online learning management system, and they're available to all students within that course. I didn't mention earlier, but I would like to mention now, we do cap our classes out at approximately 35, max 40 students per class. And the reason for that is because we want students to be able to have that low student teacher ratio and the connectivity. If the class gets too large, that extends beyond the instructor's bandwidth. So 35 to 40 max. That doesn't mean that we won't have room for you. Once we fill a class, we'll simply open another section and another, depending on the demand for our courses.
Great, thank you, Stephanie. We have a few questions asking about other courses that CLS offers and where that information can be found. So I just wanted to point out again, back on our website, if you hover over courses at the top header, you'll see that we have our courses broken out into 4 different categories. So if you're looking to learn more about that core paralegal certificate course we were talking about as the prerequisite, that's the first course in the top left. I know we had some people asking about an employment law course, which we offer. That can be found there. And if you click on that courses button at the top header, you can see all of our courses along with a quick summary, as well as the formats it's offered in, the tuition, all of that, if you're looking for an overview of the other courses offered. And as always, as we mentioned, if you click on that advanced paralegal certificate course, you can drill down into information about the advanced topics. Stephanie, we had another question about any other resources are needed to take this course in addition to the books. Anything you need besides a computer or internet?
You need internet access. That's really it. Which is really handy because the flexibility of this online delivery, some people, especially those that are raising kids, you get stuck sitting waiting at soccer practice or ballet or wherever you are. You can always look up and read things and get in with your smartphone, find out what the assignments are. The books are real books. You can take them with you and read while you're sitting in that parking lot waiting or at lunch. As far as other resources, Not really. We do have an Orange Dictionary of the Law. If this is your first time joining us and you don't have a law dictionary, that's really a good tool that every student should have of ours. If you got one previously, you obviously don't need to purchase another, but it should be something handy. It'll make your life a lot easier because these courses, as well as anything that we're teaching, is going to have a ton of new vocabulary. And having that at your fingertips makes your life easier.
Thank you, Stephanie. We have a few more minutes left to answer questions. So if you have any more, please submit them in the Q&A. We did get a question. You mentioned the January 10th date as the next start date. What is the registration deadline to get in for those courses?
We accept registrations right up to the day, but I don't recommend that. It's best to start off on the right foot, and that means you are prepared. You're not only physically prepared and have your books, which take time to ship to you, but you're on the roster, you've got the communications, you've managed to get your schedule set up to where you can juggle this along with everything else in your life and register early. You know, we fill those classes quickly and we've got room for everyone. But if you get registered now, then you're going to be mentally prepared to start on the 7th. It's a lot harder to start something in the 13th hour. We are ample enough that, you know, we can juggle and get you in, but that's a lot more strain on our teams, but it's more stressful for you. This is an investment in your career, in your future paychecks. So getting registered early is recommended. Getting your books. We've mentioned several times today that the syllabi for every course we offer is available on our website. You can view that before you register. Our syllabi include reading charts. There's a lot of reading in our programs. If you've taken any of our courses, you know that. So get your books early, get registered early, look at the syllabus, maybe start reading ahead. 7 weeks goes by very, very quickly, and these are accelerated courses. The better prepared you are, the better you are positioning yourself for success.
Great, thank you, Stephanie. We just got a couple final questions about asking about what universities we partner with again. So I just wanted to point out that you can find those actually most simply by just going to legalstudies.com, and on the homepage, there is a find a course tool. So you can select the course you're looking for, select the format, select the state you're in, and it'll tell you what schools are available in your state. Like Stephanie said, if a school is not available in your state or you're curious about all of our partner schools, you can go to About CLS and then click on Partner Schools, and you can see every school that we partner with and what courses they offer.
And it's always our recommendation. If we have a school near to you, that should be your choice. If you're going to continue living where you are, you're going to be working where you are, have your certificate issued by the school where you are. That's the most recognizable name in your geographic area, and they'll be issuing your certificate. So that is always our recommendation, is to choose the school closest to you. And because we work coast to coast, from north to south, in almost every state in the country, the odds that we've got one in your geographic location are extremely high. We've been working with the partner schools. We do partner through the continuing and professional education departments at these schools, and many of our relationships are 30, 40 years plus with these schools. So they are anxious to have you join us. We are anxious as well to help you take this next educational step.
Thank you, Stephanie. So with that, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you to everyone for attending today. If you have any further questions we did not get to during the webinar, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We'll put that contact information back up on the screen. Our enrollment counselors are available and ready to help you, as Stephanie said. We will be sending out the video recording of this webinar if you would like to watch it back. So please look out for that in your email inbox by the end of the week. And as mentioned, our next course session begins on Monday, January 10th, but now is the perfect time to visit legalstudies.com, enroll and get your books all before the holidays. Thank you again, and a special thank you to Stephanie for your time today.
Thank you. Everybody have a great day. We look forward to seeing you in class.